Right, Freddie. So let's say you had all these things in place, right? That community that we spoke about, that guidance, as well as actually the skills. Where do you sort of see yourself if you had all those things in place? Say 6 months down the line from now.
Definitely in a better position than I am now, and
Mm,
I'd be much happier. I'd be much happier.
nice. So you feel like you would be much happier because you'd be in that better position, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would that position have to sort of look like for you in order to be happy, 6 months down the line?
Uh, you know, Earning a lot more money, able to leave my good job, and able to spend more time with my family. That would be the three major things.
Awesome.
That's the position I'd have to be in.
Awesome. Beautiful. So like for you, right? Would you say that like those three things are like the most important sort of things for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind kind of running me through that? How's that going to look like? You live in that happy life with your family, having that freedom. Do you mind kind of running me through what that would look like for you?
Yeah. Like I can wake up. I won't. I'll still wake up early, but I can have a relaxed morning and actually take my daughter to school.
Mm,
That would be good for a change, and then I can be pretty much at home all day, sort some things out about the house, and also make money remotely. That's what I would want, and might be able to take the missus out on more date nights because I've got
mm,
more money. Uh, yeah, that would be it. Just yeah, that would be my life. Just more, just more present,
mm.
more money in my pocket, and then maybe bigger things scale on. Take him on more holidays.
Beautiful, Freddie. You're thinking of obviously having that time for yourself, having time for the people that you love, being more present with your missus, with your daughter, right? I mean,
Mm.
what would that sort of look like for you? You're telling me about the date nights, right? How do you sort of see yourself spending that time? You know, what would like your typical date night look like, or what would it be like for you lifting your daughter from school?
You know, Date nights would be way less stressful because I don't actually have to worry about the bill as much.
Hmm.
And the missus can decide where she wants to go. We can go somewhere fancy. And my daughter, she can have a better Christmas or a better birthday. I wouldn't have to um save. Oh, I could just treat her more. Maybe spoil her. I just don't want her to become a spoiled brat. That's what it'd look like for me. Yeah, just I could just do a lot more. I just have a lot more opportunities.
Hmm. So, I mean, I can kind of picture it, right? But I want you to picture it, Freddie. Picture, for example, the next Christmas, right? How far away is Christmas now? 4 months,
Mm,
for example, right? Picture, your daughter coming downstairs. The presents are lying underneath the Christmas tree. You've spoiled her, haven't spoiled her too much, but you've spoiled her, right? Her eyes are just, filled with happiness, seeing all these lovely presents sitting under the tree. The missus is sitting there, seeing all the presents as well. Maybe even a few presents for her, a few date nights,
mm,
for
hmm.
Christmas. What do you feel like that would be like for you?
That would be everything I'd want. And then once I've got that, I feel like I'd move to a maybe a next goal, something bigger for
Mhm.
maybe, which might be to move house or to move to a better area, something like that.
Mm,
But we'll move one step at a time. But yeah, it- I feel like I've achieved and I'm a real man. Do you know what I mean?
yes.
I've
So,
provided.
yes, absolutely. So, you kind of want to be in that position, to be like that man of the family, providing all the nice things, the house, taking care of the bills. Is that kind of like the sort of father slash husband you would want to be remembered as in the house?
Yes. Yeah.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. And like, do you feel like that's the sort of type of man, your missus wants in the house, as well as the type of father that your daughter would want?
Yeah, 100. Well, I'd like to think so. I couldn't think of what else they'd want. Yeah,
Hmm.
100%.
Beautiful, bro. So, like, for you, Freddie, right? I mean, these goals are awesome. You're telling me that this is kind of what you want to be achieving 6 months down the line. But how does it sort of sit with you right now that you're not going to be able to achieve these goals based on the position that you're in right now?
It, uh, that's a bit of a letdown. Yeah, I hope I'll be able to achieve them. But yeah, you're right. I guess I just can't achieve them with what I'm doing right now because I'm not earning the money. I don't have the time, and I'm too stressed at work.
Mm,
Yeah, it definitely hurts the fact that I can't provide that right now. And if anything, that makes me sort of want to do it right now.
mm. I mean, Freddie, what hurts more? The fact that you're stuck in this job, or the fact that this version of you that you want to become does exist, but you have just been too scared to take action and actually become that version?
It pisses me off that I've let something like that stop me from
Mm,
achieving what I want to achieve.
mm. So, like for you, Freddie, right? I'm guessing these goals, you do actually want to achieve them, right?
Yeah, yeah, 100, yeah,
Okay. Because obviously, right, you're stuck in this job right now as a Sparky. So, I mean, the first step for you would be actually getting yourself out of that job, right? Would I be right in saying that?
yeah. That would be the first step. Yeah.
Hmm. So, like for you then, what do you feel like you would actually need to be kind of making to be able to replace your income right now and get yourself out of that job as a Sparky?
Replace my income. I'd like to be like have a little bit more than my income, so I'd like is 5K like
Hmm.
okay to say like and easily 3.5 or 4K would replace my income. I'd
Hmm.
like to say 5K would sound pretty good.
Hmm. So would 5K kind of be the number to replace your income, but also kind of provide that kind of freedom, so you wouldn't kind of have to worry about the bills as much?
Yeah, yeah, and I can just like I said, spoil my daughter a little bit, or
Yeah.
take the wife out on a few more dates, and then but still worry about the bill a little bit, but just
Yeah.
not as much.
Mm. Yeah.
Nowhere
I get
near
that.
as much. Mm.
100%. 100%. Well, like for you, Freddie, right? Obviously, I'm guessing 5K a month online would be like the 6 month goal, right?
Yeah.
After, say, the 6 months, would you see yourself, for example, scaling to bigger, better numbers, so you wouldn't have to worry about the bills or the presents at all?
Yeah, why would I want to stop there? Like, I would want to definitely make more, but I don't know how much would be unrealistic and how much would be realistic.
Yeah. But I mean, man, we don't have to make realistic goals here. I mean, you know, you can put a number, whatever number you want on it, which you want to achieve. I mean, what sort of money would you want to be pulling in? What's the dream digit for you?
20K would be insane.
I mean, I hope that we're able to get you there. All right. So 20K, I mean, what would that do for you? I mean, I'm sure it would, pay for a lot of dinners or a lot of
Yeah,
presents.
yeah. Well, like like you said, yeah, pay for a lot of dinners and a lot of presents, and maybe I could take my family out on holidays and say about that new house that I'd
Mm,
want. I could pay for towards that. Be a lot better.
just bigger and better things. More
Yeah,
happiness.
yeah. More happiness.
I get it, bro. Freddie, right? Because obviously we've been talking about these goals, how much you want to be making, what that money would actually, allow you to do, right? So these goals, right? How long have they actually been on your mind? How long have you wanted to make those goals a reality?
Probably about 6 months,
Hmm.
6, 8 months.
Right. So 6 to 8 months. And I mean, that's a pretty long time, right? What do you feel like? Right. So 6 to 8 months. Let's break it down.
Hmm.
That's what, around 200 days that you've woke up every single morning, got out of bed, and those dreams have in fact been in your head, but they haven't been in your life.
Yeah, near enough a whole year. Yeah.
What do you feel like that's already cost you?
Oh, if I started sooner, I could definitely be making that 5K a month by now, and maybe even moving up to 10K or 8K
Mm,
months. You know, so I've lost out a lot of money, and I've lost out a lot of time and a lot of dates.
hmm. So, I mean, if we were to look at the money side of things first, then, right? I mean, do you have a calculator on you right now?
Yeah,
Right. Well, you were telling me that you kind of wanted to scale to 20K months, right? What is 20,000 times by 8?
160,000.
That is 160,000 that you could have made over those last 8 months, but you didn't. How does that sit with you?
I never really thought about it like that, and that just makes me feel like I've wasted a lot of time. Yeah, and I
Mm.
feel quite disheartened, to be honest with you.
Mm. You said the word time there. What do you feel like you missed out in terms of time?
Time with my daughter, time with my family in general,
Mm.
time to myself,
And
time in general.
are we ever going to be able to get that time back?
No, no, I'll never be able to go back in time.
So just to be clear then, you're telling me that you've not only lost money by not taking action, you've also lost precious time with the people that you love that you're never going to be able to get back.
It's a pretty shit lose,
Mm.
pretty shit loss. Yeah,
And if this is what it's cost you over the last 8 months, you're not taking action. Let's say we continue to not take action, Freddie, right? What do you feel like is going to happen if we do stay stuck for another 8 months? What is it going to cost us then?
another 160 grand and a lot of hours and days, a lot of
Mm.
time.
Just time and money, or that kind of happiness that you talked about earlier that you want to have?
Yeah, that's a good point. The actual dream life. Yeah,
Time with your missus and your daughter as well.
yeah.
And like Freddie, bro, is that something that you're willing to sort of sell for? Letting it continue to keep costing you more of what it already has?
No,
Okay, bro. So I mean, what do you feel like, needs to happen then so that we can avoid this costing us even more than it already has?
I feel like I need to do something about it right here, right now.
Sorry, did you say the word think? That you need to do something about it?
I know I need to do something about it.
Mm, mm. And like whenever you say that you know that you need to do something about it, right? Do you feel like you're going to actually be able to take that action without number one, actually dedicating yourself and putting in the work, and without number two, the community, the guidance, and learning those skills that we talked about?
Yeah, yeah, I will be able to put in the work.
Hmm. But just so we're on the same page, do you feel like you're gonna need, that support around you.
Yes,
Well, that's putting in the work.
I think it would be very helpful, and I think it will help me get to the goal quicker.